Friday, December 30th. Good evening. Jill, are you humming Shine Spark? Ah, hey, Jill. Are you okay? Are you in love, maybe? Nothing of the sort. I'm fine. Right. No, seriously, did you fuck? Men only get so happy after they've fucked. That is needlessly gendered. That's not... Oh my god, you totally fucked. Was it Alma? Did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? No, I didn't. In any case, congratulations. I haven't seen you this happy since... well... never.
Hello, Jill. This is for you, Jill.
And this is...
a copy of Sunshine Stone. You've been humming that shit non-stop, so here you go.
Thanks, I guess.
It's also a congratulatory gift.
For what?
Don't play dumb, you totally just got some. It was Titty Hacker, right? You always had your eyes on her.
I sent her a message. She'll confirm if she did the dirty with him or not.
Let me know.
Right.
I'll be back in my office then.
Anyway... time to mix drinks and change lives. You are too happy and you are too mopey. What happened?
I was right.
Eh?
That Laura girl was head over heels for him. I was right on the money. Betty was right and deserves a beer.
And you? I'm fine. A Friday beer for a cheerful Betty. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. A 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mixed. For the occasion.
All right.
So the girl was actually infatuated with him?
You should have seen her screaming from the top of her lungs that she liked him. And him just standing there thinking. Just like that. In retrospect, it was a tad too cliched for my taste. Still, I knew she liked him. I was right. I was right.
He doesn't seem particularly happy.
He never is.
Unlike your coworker. Holy shit, did he fuck? You're making it too obvious, Jill.
How?
That beaming face is unmistakable. The face of a guy that got some and enjoyed every moment. Back to Jill, though. Like I said, he seems lost in thought.
Victories like these are few and far between. Let me enjoy myself.
Can I get something non-alcoholic here? That's not how you drown your sorrows, you piece of scrap.
I'll have a bloom light.
Okay, need to serve a bloom light and something non-alcoholic. Bloom light. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Double it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the rocks. Mixed. Stop. What? Aged on the rocks and mixed. There we go. And then for slot 2, something non-alcoholic. I mean, we've got frothy water. But I know there's something else in here. Yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Aged. Mixed. What did I get wrong? 1, 2, 3. Powder Delta, not Flanergide. Here. Thanks. How goes the drink slinging? We just started. So, pretty well. Celebrate all you want, but I'm freaking out here. I know nothing about relationships.
I have no idea what to do. Well, for starters.
What do you think, Jill? Me?
Her?
Betty, I've seen a few of your relationships, remember? Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita, Monica, Erica, Tina, Mary, and Jessica. Or should I say, didn't share the bed sheets, snores like a pig, cold feet, shampoo waster, chocolate addict, too religious, fan of the wrong rugby team, teetotaler, and chews with the mouth open. What do you think, Jill? That you must be quite the heartbreaker to have so many relationships in a short period of time. I mean, about the piece of scrap situation. And thank you. I'm not the right person for this. Jill? He's still on fucking Cloud 9. Or is it fucking in Cloud 9? For starters, how do you feel about her? I don't know. I don't know her that well. You could start there. Ask her out sometime. Get to know her. Maybe she'll change her mind, maybe you'll change yours. In the end, you lose nothing by... What? I'm just realizing I'm giving love advice to a Lilin. So I don't know how well it applies to you. These things are humans in all but organs nowadays anyways. Even if that's the case, it's interesting that she felt that way towards him. Wow, racist much, Jill? Jesus. Why wouldn't she? This fella is a good catch, if I do say so myself. And like I said, humans in all but organs. You surely encountered Lilim that you sometimes forget are not humans. Well, we live in weird times, but hey, that only makes them more interesting. It's odd going to other cities and not seeing the same integration of Lilim, though. Well, Glitch City is pretty much the cradle of social experiments involving Lilim integration, so... Anyway, just try to get to know her. You'll find out how you feel afterwards. Yeah, I think I'll try that. It's quite the uninspired advice, if you ask me. Anything else? Let's commemorate the occasion with a piano man and a piano woman. Need to serve a piano man and a piano woman. Piano man. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. On the rocks, mixed. It's the same thing, but aged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It is literally the same drink, right? Oh no. It swaps the proportions of these ones. Okay. Aged. Mixed. What did I get wrong? Mystic Armatrine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. There we go. Age. Mix. Here. And now, we reach a stalemate. I'd normally take the piano man, but I feel there is a symbolic value in taking the woman. Why order like that, then? I hate Laura. You what? She's gonna take you away from me. Jill is a Lilim. Yeah, that's why he's got all the, like, robot parts. You're my piece of scrap, not hers. You're mine. Mine! Betty, you don't own me. Besides, I can't, for the life of me, leave you alone. I feel like the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll just crash. That's not a laughing matter. You need someone making sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know. Besides, it's not like I have something with her yet. You're right. So you won't leave me? I'd worry myself sick if I left you to your own devices, honestly. We should leave now. Oh, yeah. We're holding a small New Year's party tomorrow. I don't know if you want to come. We'll come. Are you sure? We will. Fine, we'll be here, Jill. Anyway, see you then. Bye, Bill. Please come and come again. Oh God, streaming Shan. I'm just gonna wing this. You guys remember this bar, right? Well, shit. Jill, I'm out. Not so fast, Miss Lana Smithy, if that's your real name. Fuck. I went to the Augmented Eye looking for you, and what do I find out? Lana Smithy is not a person. It's just the collective nickname everyone uses when writing crap. Why lie to me like that? Well, no matter. Night's young, give me something nasty like last time, will you? She wants something nasty again. That means a promo drink. Let's give her a Zen Star. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the rocks and mixed. Here. This is the... Hold on. It was nasty, all right. And now it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice. It's the second time I'm here, so it's only natural you get your own copy of my theme song. No, thank you. Don't be shy, let me give you one. I mean it. No, thank you. Well, too late, it's already in your player. That can't... How in the ever-loving fuck did you do it? Magic. That's bullshit. Video editing magic. Did you just hack into the music player? Let's move on, shall we? Yeah, whatever. Wait, actually, can we... Oh. Interesting. I didn't know that this was a thing that we could do with shuffle and repeat. Oh my god. Amazing. I'm just going to leave this up so that you can see which song is playing. Yeah, whatever. Hey, weren't there dogs? Last time you talked about this place like it was this zany haven of sorts, but I see the same shit. Seriously, no decorations or anything of the like? Good question. Where are the dogs? They either haven't paid enough attention to their arrival or they haven't come. Idols, newspaper managers, talking dogs, and yet this is the same old bar like last time. I might sue you for fake advertising, you know. Now that I think about it, maybe Boss just donated money to this Sierra thing, and then tricked the dog into coming here as a part-timer for kicks. Oh, well, anything interesting lately? I mean, it's not like I miss them, but they should at least show their faces. Hello? Sorry, what did you say? I was asking if there were any new stories. This is not a newspaper. You know that, right? Nor is it a crazy stories on demand streaming service. That's a big fat lie, and you know it. Shut up. But I said nothing. I meant... So shut that idea up. Yeah, that. I won't. Last time I came here, the viewership peaked for some reason, and I want to find out why. Maybe Pretty Boy over there can tell us the story of who he fucked. He's so distracted he won't even make a retort. Amazing. I guess there's something worth saying, but... Then I want to hear it! Well, Kira Miki came yesterday again. You're shitting me. You expect me to believe she came all the way over here again? Do you even have proof like the glass from last time? Well... If I may interject. You've been listening, boss? The walls are pretty thin. Oh. Anyway, she did. I even took a pic with her. She did what? Let's see. Why? 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 I try to make an appointment with her and she's always busy. But you sit there and she just comes waltzing over? It's not fair. Hey, if I knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I'd share my secrets. I was just as baffled as you are right now.
Yeah, but I bet you're not even that much of a fan anyway, are you?
You're not wrong.
Can you at least tell me how nice she was as a client?
Very graceful client, much like the last time. A really nice girl.
I'm gonna give you my number. If she ever comes back, you let me know, you hear? Not gonna let you keep her to yourself.
I really doubt she'll come back again, though.
She already came twice. I'm not taking any chances. I need something to drown this anger with. Give me something girly, will you?
Okay. Asking for a girly drink now. Sparkle Star is one of her songs, isn't it? Is it not? Let's go for it. 1, 2, 1. So much Karmatrine. Aged, mixed. Here.
Phew. Let's just chill a bit. It's still not fair. You know, you're boring today. You're not chatting that much, nor are you doing anything funny.
Maybe the whole peak viewership thing is just you? Huh? Maybe this bar and me both had nothing to do with the spike. Maybe you were just that good.
Are you hitting on me?
I'm not. In fact, I'm kind of trying to get you to leave. Pronto.
Don't be so hard on the girl. She's fun.
Another nuisance shows up.
Joe hates me.
It's not hate, it's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again.
Boring. Hey, you are curious, right? About Fuckboy's partner. Wanna know who it was?
Do you know?
Maybe, maybe not.
That maybe not settles it then. Not taking any chances. Wait, did I misread that? No.
Oh, come on. Bartender, you're making lots of faces there.
It's nothing, really.
Did the two bartenders break or something? Should I call the manager? Tech support? Hey, Joe. Inner and outer voice, remember? Fuck. What? Who fucked? Aside from that guy, I mean.
Say, you're oddly calm today.
Well, I've been getting more sleep lately.
Oh god, I'm jealous.
That way I don't feel like if I stop speaking, I'll die. Crash is one hell of a drug. And wouldn't you know, I can actually make it premium time if I go commando.
Oh god.
Huh. But come on, I'm getting bored out of my ass here. Do something.
I'm not a dog. You can't just ask me to roll over, you know.
Mind if I entertain you a bit then?
Boss?
You and Jill take a break. I'll entertain the missy here.
Alright.
Ah, Jill. By that I meant take Jill with you. I don't want him humming to the middle of the road and right into a Trex grill. Heh. Grill Jill.
Right. Alright, Jill. Come with me. Eh? Alright. Save. Did I save? There we go. Want one? No thanks. I don't smoke. I like that nobody in this game smokes except for Jill. Huh. Alright. I got a text from Alma. Boss, Alma and Jill didn't fuck.
Well, that's a bummer.
She is sending congratulations your way, though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. So who was the lucky girl? So it was a guy? Never thought you swung that way. It wasn't a guy. So it was a girl, and you did fuck. I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know? You don't make things easy for me, though. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself. You're talkative so long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I know to get through to you. You make me sound like some weird loner. You are a weird loner. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you. Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much, though? Well, after that idol girl came yesterday again, I looked up her discography and I can't stop humming or listening to them. Right. Oh god, you didn't fuck the idol girl, did you? No. Why would that be a problem, though? I don't know. It'd just feel weird. Well, that's that for break. Let's go back. Right. Oh, and Jill? Keep in mind what I said about opening up more. I mean it. That way we won't tease you so often. Listening to you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've heard this year. Shut up. I wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. And that's that. Back.
What were you two doing back there?
Fucking.
Oh, so just chatting then. Holy crap, did you two really fuck? John has the face of a man who fucked to death recently.
See, Jill? You're making it too obvious.
How?
What will you have today?
I'll have a gut punch.
Coming right. Eh?
What?
Nothing. Dorothy wants a gut punch. Is the world ending? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. So much Karmatrine. Age mixed. Here.
Stop looking at me like that.
Sorry. Are you okay? It's weird for you to order something like that.
Yeah.
Pardon me, I should be drinking water. There we go.
Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Did you know Lilim tongues are designed to identify food using the chemical components? Our tongues were designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and bitter, just like you guys. I checked my personal specs and apparently my sensitivity is set to 1.2235 times. That makes me hate those flavors because I feel them harder.
Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I say I wasn't interested, but why?
Well, after last time, I got curious and started checking how many of my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations, you could make a seismograph with them.
Huh.
And checking that, I found it's all based on how humans work. And that got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And after all those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know. Looking up all that suddenly made me feel real. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I feel like I'm here right now.
I'm glad to hear that.
Alright then, let's try something sweet now.
Something sweet, that's more like it. Not a sugar rush, I'm tired of those. Moonblast, we haven't made one of those in a while. On the rocks and blended. Here.
Ah, nice.
To be honest, it's a bit surreal for me.
What?
I'm here talking to you and you're answering like any human would. You're even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to strike conversations with AIs. But after a bit, they just start looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same things over and over. It always made me crash back into reality. Whoop, there goes gravity. When I think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you right here, it's amazing. I don't know, it makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamt of. It helps when I feel particularly cynical. Aw, you flatter me. Besides, I've always thought about humans like nature's Lilim. The method might have been different, but we too evolved from a more simple form ages ago. If Lilim managed to create biological life years from now, it will all have come full circle. So, what should I take from this? I think these are swapped. So what I should take from this is... You love me? Don't overdo it. Anything else? Let's go with a sugar rush. Okay. Sugar rush. Alright. Again? 1, 2, 1. So much Karmatrine. Here. Even in doubt, my love for these things is real. How romantic. So I take it the solipsist problem got solved? Yep. All the reality crisis started the other day. My guardian. Call her mom. Nobody's judging you. Mom decided to meet with the mother of her daughter's girlfriend. It was a very emotional meeting. They both said they felt like they closed a long chapter. I was moved, but that's when it set in. Why was I moved? I never met any of them, so where do these feelings come from? Why do I feel things? Do I really feel them? What tells me someone else isn't pressing a button to make me feel that? What tells me I'm in my body? What is wheel? Boom! Oh, don't worry, by the way. I'm fine. Thank God, it's unnatural to see you down like that. Man, that Go-Go is a blast. Don't you feel like talking a bit more with Dee Dee? Dee Dee is too much of a prick, and Go-Go is tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders. Oh, fuck. Well, I tried. Jill, I'll be in my office. Cute little girl Lilim. Cam girl. Oh, fiddlesticks. What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service. Do you come here often? Are you hitting on me? Hey, Dorothy, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Do you want to participate? Sure, sounds fun. Okay, let's take a recommendation from you. What should I drink next? Try the Sugar Rush. Bartender, a Sugar Rush over here. Bartender. Sorry, what? Sugar Rush, please. Right. Sugar Rush. Again. Here. Good choice, Dorothy. Yay. So, what are you doing in my turf? Streaming Chan. Yes? No, I mean, that's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, that's not really my name. What's your real name, then? Behind Streaming Chan's awesome mask lies the humble Nicole Chen. Don't dox yourself on stream. Humble. Why not call yourself Streaming Chen? It's funny that you mention it. You see, when I started, I called myself Nico Chen. I changed websites, so the name felt a bit out of place. Thus I became Streaming Chen. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming Chan, though, so I just went along with it. Oh, yeah, I get it. At one point, I was going to call myself Dolores Hayes. But then I realized the name was as subtle as a brick to the face. Anyway, I'm here because the last time I came, I ended up with greater viewer numbers than usual. They could be best friends. Yeah, they get along a little too well, maybe. Oh, Internet's being stupid. Is the stream up? Looks like stream's coming back. There we go. Oy vey. And so, I wanted to treat my loyal audience again. Oh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Honey here might seem harsh, but you just need to crack her shell. Shut up.
See? You just need to say the right thing at the right time and she becomes a sweetheart.
Quiet, you.
Don't play hard to get, you know it's true.
Hey, stream girl.
That's me.
I'll regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been this long without some advertisement.
I have, but you see, the contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whatever, had to make a new one. He was gonna send the draft to his lawyer, as it had a couple of additions, but, let's say he got too excited with my VR model and the contract became unreadable. Ew. Oh, so he used the contract to... Yup, he cut it into a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his penis. What a weirdo. I mean, you'd expect certain principles to be upheld, even in the adult VR industry. I reported him and he got fired, but now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over his dick were punishment enough. Jesus Christ! God, I hate thinking about that. But I mean, why the contract? I don't mind if he jacked off to an image of me, but the contract? I do mind. I do mind if you jack off to an image of me, to be clear. That's money that you're soiling right there. I would have gone back on the deal were it not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people, seriously. Dick paper cuts. I've done enough crazed teacher fantasies to know they can be a problem.
I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. That said, Jill's been grimacing for a full minute now. Don't mind me.
Huh. But you know, I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers? My treat. All right. 2 big beers, honey.
Now I need 2 big beers. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, lots of 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, next. All right. Here.
Cheers. Cheers. All right. I'm not feeling my tongue or my feet. Time to get lewd. Did I hear lewd? Do you have any stories?
I'm not going to enjoy this.
This will be a treat for my non-premium users. I once met a guy that insisted on doing it in a jacuzzi. He didn't mind being in premium time, so I started setting up the cameras. And man, was it a challenge. I wasn't just gonna stream over the water, I wanted some underwater action too. I hate this. What did you do with the bubbles and all? That was the least of the problems. We just turned the jets off. But not only did I have to make a makeshift underwater cover, I also had to keep in mind the heat. Heat isn't good with cameras. Did you try chilling the cam a bit and putting it in a bag with some filling? We made something more convoluted. We took a small cooler, opened a hole for the lens, and sealed it with plastic. I made sure things looked good through the cam and started recording. I hate how much detail we're getting here. This feels incredibly unnecessary. Threw in some cooling packs and sealed the fuck out of the cooler. Did it need any weight? Yup. Luckily, the guy was into bodybuilding, so we used some old dumbbells. He was also ripped as fuck, but that's another story. It was all a success, but it's also the last time I have sex on a jacuzzi. Blood rushing, hot water. I felt like I was dying midway through.
Thank God he decided to resume the action out of the water midway through it, or I would have surely died.
At least the guy didn't burn himself.
What do you mean?
Last time I had sex on a jacuzzi, my body got so hot the guy almost burned his dick. I considered investing in a cooling system, but it's so situational expensive that I'll pass. Besides, those cooling systems require too much maintenance.
Wait, I think I should leave, but care to join me in escapades for the rest of the night?
Can I plug my services at the end of the night?
Sure.
Then count me in. I've got the perfect stories.
Let us be on our way then.
Goodbye, bartender. Bye, honey. Well, let's start the story. You see, there was this mega Santa. Wait, seriously?
They left. A pair made in hell. At least they look like they're having fun. That method of filming underwater sounded convoluted as fuck, though. Just get a fucking GoPro. I guess it's hard to keep a cool head when you're horny. We're done, boss. Man, don't you just feel great? Were we in the same place?
Here, Jill.
What's this?
A bonus. Today I got a taste of the kind of clients you deal with, and keep it up. Well, tomorrow's the big day, so get ready. That goes for both of you.
Either I'm getting older, that girl was too much even for me. Ooh, we got double the bonus this time. Nice. Happy New Year! May all your wishes come true in a new bountiful year filled with health and joy. I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. Thanks. Real quick. I'm gonna spoil myself a little bit. I think this might actually be the end of the game, so I'm just gonna push through. I'm gonna push through to the end. Nothing new news-wise. Okay, wow. Let's save. And go to work. I also left the closet open after I left it. Oh my god, Mur. Oh, Christ.
Well, let's see. Jill is in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Are you alright?
I'm scared. Gabby will show up at any minute.
Relax. Everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. Drink something. Maybe it will cheer you up.
Maybe.
I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work?
A hug?
A big one. A reward for after everything's said and done. Gotta go. You can do it.
Right. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. I love her. Yeah, Dana's the greatest. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Gabby. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey! You talk first. No, well... Some days ago, I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Sorry. Just that? Yeah. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. After all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter. A fucking letter of all things. And she just says sorry. Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Ugh, now I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I remembered all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day? And you were pissed about the lack of a 3? Or that time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table, she sneakily opened it and took a sip? She didn't tell you she did it, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. The organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently, she suffered that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum. Shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. I have some suspicions. The condition couldn't have just gone nuts out of nowhere. Or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. Huh? I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the Research Institute thing back then? And the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today, I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive. You're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now.
Jill.
Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years.
She didn't have to face it alone, though. If only she...
So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together.
Together.
Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask, though. Did she really start to complain about chest pains shortly after I left?
No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Gods, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that. Sorry.
Hey, I'm sorry too, you know? We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either, so... Let's just call all that water under the bridge, shall we?
Are you sure?
Of course I am. So, how did you find me exactly?
Well, have you heard of a message board called Danger U?
I have, yeah.
Well, truth is that I visit it from time to time. And the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you.
Huh.
Are you mad?
No, not mad. More like dumbfounded.
Hey, Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister?
Well... Back then, I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage.
You were going to get married?
I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time, and it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we got married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it was best for me, but what about my freedom? My say on the matter?
So that's where you stopped loving Lenore?
No. 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 I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much. But you have to understand, I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate, just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led to you two fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take the offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. Could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. Huh? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself on so much into her. Something like that. Lenore. You're quite the hotheads. You, me, my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. But why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us, too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid. Dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know? Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for each other. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself over those past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence in every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Huh? Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. The same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So, let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Let's make something to toast Gabby with. Preferably something sweet. I think the blue fairy is optional. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. No Karmatrine because she's a kid. Aged. Mixed. I feel like we're getting to the end of the game and I'm just starting to get good at the bartending part of this. Grab this for a sec. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now, as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make you rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey! Want to add anything?
I'll always miss her.
Don't say it to me, say it to her.
That's a bit...
Come on, just this once.
I'll always miss you, Sis. Sis, you idiot. Why did you keep that secret for so long? Idiot, idiot! I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough? You idiotic idiot. Hey, Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead, that you won't keep stuff like that to yourself.
Only if you promise the same to me.
And promise me we won't fight.
I can't do that.
Huh?
You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are.
I'm not an adult.
Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have.
Hey, did you mean what you said? That you'll look after me?
I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone.
Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast?
Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers.
Cheers. So, about this drink. Can I drink it?
Do you like it? Take a sip.
It's not bad.
Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. We might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now.
Right.
I didn't put any booze in it. Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank?
Oh, yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny, and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day.
Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time?
Huh?
She gave me a beer, and it turned out to be apple soda.
Oh. Did you get back at her?
Well, I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. And as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad. Days later. Jesus Christ. That is gross. But whatever. What two consenting adults do in their own home. She said, "So do you like eating me for lunch?" Fuck. Oh. Grant, thank you for the bits. Such timing. Thank you so much.
Jill?
I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Why does this game get so nasty, though? I mean, honestly, Jess, I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of nasty shit in this game that feels out of place. That felt pretty authentic to me. I'm just gonna say.
Huh? Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here?
I said it was based on personal experience. Yikes. Yeah. Yep. Well, there we go.
They think I'm at Clarice, actually.
Who?
Oh, she's my best friend at school.
And this Clarice knows you're using her as an excuse, right?
Of course. How would she cover for me otherwise?
True. Will you go to her house afterwards?
To be honest, I didn't think
think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Clarice doesn't live close by, or Clary doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough, at least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep, he opened a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand. I think he got into a partnership with a friend in Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, "I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark one for daddy!" I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Dad said sis was into girls, the acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as the said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society, and in her circle of friends, a lesbian daughter was a no-no. God damn it, even in 20XDX we still have homophobia? Are you kidding me? This is a good game. I would recommend it. Like, despite its issues, so far I would still recommend it. This is just on a I would recommend with caveats list. I'm still on my sis's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. I love how many different angry faces Gabby has. How did she react to her death? Dunno. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since August, I think. Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Huh? I thought there was going to be a party here. Oh, Alma, not Jamie. Alma, over here. Party? A small New Year's celebration. Want to stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden... Don't worry, you won't. You'll only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me... Great. Hey, Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce to you. Oh. Is this the end of the game? Oh. Oh, that was sweet. Oh, fuck. That was nice. I think I follow the character designer on Twitter. Let me double check. Kyrian51. Ah, no. This is someone with a very similar name that I follow. Well, that was a good ending. I feel really good about that. There's a DLC bit of this game that I haven't played that I think focuses more on the situation with Anna, or whatever her name is, the Creepy Hologram Girl. I haven't played that. I think it technically is a prequel. I might play it at some point. I might not. No promises there. But I want to talk about this game and my opinions of it, as I usually do at the end of a game. This game is really good. The character design was great. The animation, stellar. The interface, despite how weird, like, the concept of the game was, like, the mix of bartending and visual novel was actually really enjoyable, and the interface was smooth. I did not struggle with it. I guess there were a couple moments where, like, I had trouble dragging things into the drinks, but overall I would say the design of the game was quite good. The writing was impeccable for most of it. There were some points where it felt a little stilted, and obviously, I mean, the situation with Alma in the second, I want to say third of the game was, did I have fun? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bud. Can I click? Oh! Yep, I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you, though? Oh, that's Gabby. Oh, this is after the party. She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. You're right. Good night, Jill. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Oh, I'm gonna actually... Do I click? Do I just wait? I guess we wait. The ending was really nice. Enter? Oh, Friday, January 15th. What? That's 2 weeks later. Oh boy. So, yeah, the guy had a fantasy about a woman castrating him. I tried for an hour to convince him it's a bad idea, and I finally got to him. We finally moved to the bedroom, and it turns out the guy has a weird implant where his testicles should be. It's basically a removable ball sack. I suppose the guy really liked that fantasy and made sure he could live it out properly. I once saw a guy at the hospital in the emergency room after having been castrated to fulfill a fantasy. I wonder if it was the same guy. I have enough problems with just one, you know? Just one what? With just listening to one of your anecdotes. You told me about the Neo Tijuana thing, and now this. Don't you have a more subdued story? Come on, Joe, you're an adult. You can take that much. Shut up. Well, last time I spoke with my mom, I asked her the story of her daughter. Turns out her name was Anna. Huh. And now you pretend it's a surprise. Quiet you. She fought against nanomachine rejection for most of her life. She even lost a girlfriend she made in the hospital to that same sickness. Apparently, sometime after she got out of treatment, a truck hit her and killed her. But even then, she was amazing. She was? Huh? Yeah, she kept up her studies while still in the hospital. She was self-taught honor student. Not only that, but she also ranked among the top 5 candidates in at least 3 college admission exams. She also played the piano and guitar. Well,
being confined to a room does that, I guess. I mean, fully able-bodied people can barely do half that. But she practically accomplished all that by herself. And she also beat nanomachine rejection, a disease that only 2% of humans suffer and even less survive. Took a trucking truck to take her down. She was great. And to think I'm sort of like her sister. Silly Becky. Honey, did you say something? I did not. Weird, I swear I heard somebody called me Silly Becky. Come again? It's not uncommon for me to hear stuff from far away and think I've heard it nearby, but you're the only one nearby that knows my real name, so it was weird. Oh well, as I was saying, the ballsack guy.
Okay, I guess we're getting an expedited epilogue. Oh no, the bar closing. I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to this city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for this second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again,
Jill, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be so dramatic.
But
And you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live there. The time you spend setting up a useless farewell could be used asking me things about the place. Like where the switches and valves are.
But I already know. They're in that control panel you made.
But I like talking about that control panel. I'm proud of it. Speaking of obsessive likes... Jill, stop calling Armitage. She'll take care of your 4-ball just fine.
4-ball? I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about me. I've never been away from 4 this long. I don't know what I'll do.
He'll do just fine. He did pretty well for at least 25 years before finding him.
Yes, but...
We are leaving. Oh, yeah, before I forget. I left you a box of condoms on the first drawer of the desk, Jill.
You what? You what?
Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just one condition. If you're gonna fuck like rabbits, stay away from my room. I have too many pics of my Imoto there, and I don't want their eyes soiled.
Imo who?
Little sister.
Then just say little sister.
Yeah, whatever. First stop, Panama.
Here you can now save heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen or bar will let you start over from day 1 while keeping your items and money. Interesting. So we have a new game plus. Cool. All right, now we can finish talking about things. So, the situation with Alma was... Oh. Gabby's in the starting screen now. That's really cute. That's a lot of really cute touches at the end of the game. Okay, overview. Really good start, pretty good middle. Got kind of rough toward the end, but it closed real solid. I would definitely recommend this game. There are some things that we didn't see in my playthrough, and if you're new to it, you probably missed the earlier stuff in the YouTube series, but for those of you watching this on YouTube, there is definitely stuff that we didn't see. There is, of course, this prologue bit with Anna. Or I guess there's a prologue section and an Anna section? I'm not sure. It's a good game. It's solid. However, the caveat there is this game deals with a lot of sensitive topics, very frankly. In some cases, it handles them really well. In a few cases, especially around abuse, it handles them very poorly. And that is unfortunate. That's my main criticism. Or really... No, my two criticisms of the game are the abuse situation with Alma, talking about Diana. That was bad. And also the amount of just the sheer quantity of boob talk was Just so unnecessary. I'm going to close out the game and go back to our chatting overlay. All right. It was just unnecessary. And it not only did it not add to the game, it detracted from the game. Those are my two main complaints. Rating this game is hard for me. I usually do a 1 to 10 rating. So much of this game was really good. But those bits were rough. I think I'd put it at a 7 out of 10. Which I think that's pretty low for games that I've played, for games that I've streamed on this channel. The two things that would have to change or would have to happen for me to give this a perfect 10 are three things, because I'm going to include a nitpick. One, rewrite the entire portion with Alma talking about Diana. Like, even if it's not Alma being okay with the stuff going on with Diana, even if Alma is being shitty, like, there were so many parts of this game where characters were shitty, but it was confronted. And I really would have liked to see that same confrontation happen with the abuse narrative. Second, just cut out like 80% of the boob talk. I understand some of it was appropriate to the situation. I understand that sexuality was a pretty important theme in this game. But most of the, like, how do you feel about the size of your boobs conversations, most of them felt very, to use a term that I know some edgelords on the internet don't like, it was very male gaze-y. And it showed. And it was uncomfortable. And then my nitpick is like a little bit of UI change in the or not even UI change, but just the interaction with the mixing, the drink mixing, could have been a little snappier, and that's my nitpick. The designer said where they think they got it wrong was they wanted to go the stereotypical otaku fantasy route. Yeah, and that influence definitely showed, and there were some places where that was interesting. Most of the places where it was interesting were when they subverted those tropes, when they included them and then called them out, or, hinted that they were going in that direction and then took it in another direction. And, like, I didn't have a problem, personally, with, like, Dorothy, for example. Dorothy was an incredibly sexual character. Very inappropriate. But, like, her being that character led to interesting conversations and discussions about sexuality and maturity with relation to artificial intelligence and androids. And I think those conversations are an important factor, are an important component of cyberpunk. They based on actual conversations in their local bars. Yeah, sure. Which is fine. Or where they got those stronger moments. Yeah. Felt like they were trying to be almost formulaic with the otaku booby stuff. Like it was there to cater and be fan servicey. I agree, Jess. 100%. Oh no, Mur. Yeah. I mean, overall, I think a lot of this game was quite good. I think a lot of the dialogue and the writing felt super authentic and felt super good. Needed to keep including it and working on it. Yeah. But and I will say, like, I mean, you can look back. You can look back in the recordings on YouTube at my first play session of this game, and you will see like Donovan D. Dawson come up, and I'm just like, God, fuck this guy. And then Jill just, and everybody else is on his shit the entire time. And I really appreciated that. I really liked that. I want more of that. And that's not to say that I want more bad content, like bigoted or problematic content in my games. That's not necessarily what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is so many games have that shit anyway. Right? So many games are just written by people that don't understand. Or do understand but feel like it's necessary to leave it in. And I really appreciate it. I cannot overstate how much I appreciated that they had characters that were awful, but let them be awful, right? And didn't try to make them look like good people. You know, didn't try to make Donovan Dawson look like a good person. Didn't try to have other people justify him. And I really appreciated that. I wish more games, as we continue to have games with challenging content, I wish more games did the hard work of actually challenging the concepts that they have in them. So yeah, that's my thought. Yeah, that's a fair point, Mer. But I think the punching the Nazis is the important part, right? There are lots of games where you can punch Nazis, but there are also a lot of games where you just have characters that suck. You know, continuing your metaphor, not necessarily saying this is literally a thing that happens in games, but continuing the metaphor, there are lots of games where you just have Nazis, and everyone's like, oh yeah, that's Joel, he's a Nazi. He's our Nazi character in this game. That's the game. Let's keep playing. And I'm just like, no, call him out. Call Joe out. Tell Joe not to be a Nazi. Is my thought. But obviously games where that happens, games where you have like really challenging content are going to be fewer and far between, because not everybody enjoys that. Not everybody signs up for that. I think maybe putting some content warnings on this game would have been good. When you think about some of the circumstances the designers are living through, yeah. So again, the designers are from the government passed legislation that made it illegal to report that children were starving to death in their hospitals. Yeah, I mean, Venezuela's got some problems. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I cannot judge the creators of a work unless I know them, and I do not know the creators of this work. And I can't even, like, I'm not interested in justifying or the opposite of that. The creation of this game. Like, I don't want to talk about how justified this game is for existing. I just want to critique the things that are in it. Death of the author and all that. So, but again, overall, I thought it was a good game. I would like to see more games from them. I don't know if they're continuing to work on other stuff. I think they are, but I don't know what other things they're putting out. I thought the world building was pretty good. The jokes were good. It clings to Bart, yeah. But yeah. Overall, 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I'm very glad that I played it. I'm very, very glad that I played it. But yeah. So for my YouTube audience, this is where I'm going to wrap it up. There will, of course, be more gameplay playthrough stuff going on. If you somehow came across this video before the rest of the series, there's a playlist where you can watch the entire series of me playing this game. I also have a bunch of other gameplay videos on my channel that I would recommend. If you liked Valhalla, what specifically would I recommend from Valhalla? It's a pretty unique game. I had a Nier Automata playthrough that you might like. So definitely check that out. But more than that, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of my channel. See you around in the next one.